Hello, good day, everyone. I am Good News from the King's Farm and Industry. If you are coming across my video for the first time or you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe and don't forget to press the notification bell. And to those of you who have subscribed, I want to say a very, very big thank you to you guys for giving us the strength and the energy to continue doing what we are doing. Okay, since we enter into the Harmattan season, a lot of things have been happening in snail farming. A lot of farmers are complaining of mortality, among other things. So this evening, I decided to continue from where I stopped the other day regarding how to overcome Harmattan season in snail farming. Each season comes with their own challenges. You get. So it is always good for you as a farmer to have an idea of the challenge that comes with different seasons so that you know how to prepare yourself ahead of time. Also, you will not be preparing for the challenges that you experience in rainy season when we are approaching dry season. You get. So when we talks about challenge that show up with or that comes with different season, true, they are real. And those are things we are here to discuss today. We're going to be talking about the challenges, then we'll talk about how to overcome those challenges. Now, in case you want to set up your farm, you want to buy feed, you want to buy snails, you want to buy oyster calcium, or your farm is going through one challenge or the other, you need an expert to help you look into it so your farm can bounce back to its feet, or you want to uh, roof your house or do any kind of woodwork, don't forget to reach out to us at the King's Farm and Industry through this line 081 140 66659. With that being said, let's head straight to why we are here. Number one, we have loss of appetite. In my previous video, I used fishery and poultry as a case study so that we know that this challenge is not just only with the snails. You get. But the reason it is more with the snails than other aspects of livestock is because in the Harmattan season, we always experience two types of climate in the space of 24 hours. So during the night, we experience high amount of cold. During the day, we experience high amount of heat and dry wind. And these two types of climate don't go well with the snails. If exposed, the snails might not survive. So the snails in the wild always prepare ahead of time in order to overcome this challenge. They'll dig into the soil or enter any holes of other animals, seal up their meat parts until the first sign of rain. You get. But the ones in the farm, just like as we are wetting now, when there's no rain, you always wet the farm. So they will not be aware of what is coming their way, so they will not prepare. And if this two type of climate now caught them unprepared or unaware, and you as a farmer didn't do your best to help your snails at this time, they might not make it. You get. So when these two type of climate finally show up, your snails will struggle to adapt at the first stage. So some might not make it. And the farmer, on the other hand, not knowing what to do, will also contribute to mortality. So at this stage, if your snails are not feeding the way they used to feed, don't bother too much. You get. Increase the amount of oyster calcium. Yeah, mix it with their drinking water. Reduce the amount of feed. At this time, feed them more on fruits and vegetables. You get. At this time, I repeat, feed them more on fruits and vegetable. Reduce the quantity of feed you used to feed to them before. Number two, empty farm. What do I mean when I said empty farm? When you come to your farm, most especially when you are practicing the extensive system like this, the greenhouse, you can come to your farm in the evening or maybe in the night your farm that you used to see thousands of snails crawling here and there, you might just come and see like 50 or 100. This will force you to believe that, oh, all your snails are there because in the morning you see one or two dead snails here and there. No, they are not there. Should you be afraid? No. But this is a sign that you are not doing your best to help your snails in this critical time for them. You get? It's an indication that you need to up the game. What is happening here is that your snails have gone into hiding. They've digged themselves in the soil. Yeah. So this will not help you as a farmer. It's only telling you that the soil is not okay. The moisture content in the soil is not okay for your snails. You need to water more. You get? Aside using sprinklers like this, you still need to use hose to wet those angles that water can't get to from the sprinklers. At this time, water your farm in the night, most especially in the night. You get me? We are looking at between 6 to 8. So that's exactly what you should be doing at the early hours of the day. You get? The reason you should water your farm between 6 to 7 p.m. is so that the snails, the ones that buried themselves within the soil, the ones that have gone into deep sleep, they can wake up. And don't also be afraid, because some, after waking up, will not move around at that time. So some might wake up very late. Some might choose to move around very late. That should be between 1, 2, 3 in the morning. So don't allow that to bother you too much. The third one is insect invasion. Yeah, I wanted making this a topic on its own, but since we are here, let's just talk about it. As a farmer, it's good for you to know that different season brings in different predators to your farm. You get? Most especially insects. So during rainy season, we have insect like centipede, uh, what's that name again? Caterpillars, and then we have slugs, among others. But during dry season like this, you should expect soldier ants. You see, when we talk about soldier ants, a whole lot of people are like, wow, wow, wow. We have two types of soldier ants. The one a lot of persons are afraid of are not actually harmful to snails. You get? We have the dark brown soldier ants, we have the light brown soldier ants. The dark brown are bigger in size. You get? And they are larger in colony. Those ones are like scavengers, they move on soil surface. They hardly dig into the soil. But the light brown, they are small in colony size compared to the dark brown. They are not that big in size compared to the dark brown. But these ones are not surface dwellers. They live in the soil. That's to say, no matter what you install within your farm, they can cross through. So during dry season, this particular set of soldier ants will always look for a cold environment because of the oil in their body. So heat kills them. They will prefer cold environment than dry environment. Since every other place around your farm is dry due to the high amount of heat and dry wind, the only place that is cold at this time is your farm. So they will come to your farm and then prey on insects around. Before you know, they start feeding on the dead snails. Yeah, this is where a lot of farmers are afraid. Oh, they are destroying my snails. Oh, no. It is when they round up with the dead snails and there is nothing for them, they will start attacking the live snails. And also, you should expect termites. But termites is not a big deal because they don't kill snails. But when they come to your farm and they discover that one or two dead snails here and there, yeah, they can take the opportunity and feed on them. Termites don't kill live snails in extensive system. You get me? but they will always show up because they will feed on one or two dry wood around. So what you should do is that you should water your farm regularly so that there will not be dry sticks around your farm. So this will not invite so their ants to your farm. So this is why we majorly discourage our clients or students from using wood to set up their greenhouse. You get, because during this dry season, wow, termites will invade any dry stick around. But not all farm has been attacked by soldier ant. Like our farms have not been attacked by soldier ant. You get, but that doesn't mean we've not received reports of farms that soldier ant have invaded. In fact, in one of our student farm, in one of our client farm at Ogun State, they record soldier ant invasion last stories, and thank God now they are free from that because they call on time and we're able to help them out. So during this Harmattan, when soldier ants invade your farm, don't be afraid. Just prepare yourself ahead of time on how to handle those things. And secondly, when you come to your farm and you see one or two snails here and there, don't be afraid. Wet your farm so the ones that are sleeping will wake up. And also, when you see one or two mortality here and there, don't be afraid. Yeah, some of the snails will not make it. That is something you must know. Some of the snails will not make it. So that is exactly how it is. If you have any questions, drop it at the comment section. If you are within Port Harcourt, Anambra, Ebonyi, Edo State, and Asaba, and you want to see us by the month of January, please reach out to us on time because we'll be visiting this state for greenhouse construction within the space of January from first week to last week of January.
My name is Evangelist Ndubisuzo. By the grace of God, I'm the manager of Donak Farm in Tokija. Actually, I met this company online, and I developed interest in what they are doing. So, and I invited them. By the grace of God, they show for trustworthiness in their performance. They have completed our modern snail greenhouse. Um, and their job is excellent, as you can see. So this is a Donak Farm, Obaheze Itokeja. That's where we are now, Donak Farm. Donak Farm is an Anglican Communion farm, Neudas Anglican Communion farm. That's what it is. So we have a multi-purpose activities going on here in this farm. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You've heard from our papa. You see, sometimes it's not easy, but we have fraud all over the internet. But just that we know the genuine ones are not much though. But we thank God we are among that. So let's just quickly take you around and show you how it looks like.